have Olive DelSol, who is going to be presenting on King Pong, Past and Future. Come on up, Olive.
All right, who out here has been to a King Pong experience before? Oh yeah, that's so great. So you'll know when I say king, you say, okay, wait. When I say king, you say, when I say king, you say, okay, there we go, that's it. So we are a grassroots group of artists, software designers, and what we're bringing is King Pong, which is a giant video game that basically is a 9-foot controller projected on a wall in Kesey Square Park for its first incarnation. Why do we need to do this? Well, because activating public space is really important. And when the City of Eugene reached out looking for people to activate public space, they did a great thing. They put a call out to artists. And our lead instigator, Mark Davis, put a call out to all of the artists that brought King Pong together. This is spring of 2018, and we're kind of taking a little retrospective look here at what King Pong was, and is to come. Our next step was to build the props, to build the electronics, to build the video game. This 9-foot controller does not build itself. So music was sourced from local musicians. And in fact, we got to collaborate with some amazing people who will also be speaking here tonight. Michael Jones with some music, Integrated Arts with projection help, and even local musicians like Marco who would warm up the park for us before a King Pong experience. Our opening night was a great success. There were so many people who came to play games, wear crazy costumes, and enjoy downtown. So another thing that happened then was that the Register Guard did a piece on King Pong, and that opened up a whole lot of other opportunities for us. So our next opportunity was with Lasers at the Library. Lasers at the Library was a laser tag, a floating robot shark, vintage video games, and to basically draw young people to understand what amazing opportunities they have at the library to learn more. Indie Game Con is a convention that's hosted by Bitforest and Innovate Oregon. King Pong has had a part of Indie Game Cons for the last 2 years, and this is a place where game developers can contact people who like to play video games and play test their stuff. Metamorphose Fashion Show is hosted by St. Vincent de Paul, and it's a perfect place to strut your stuff in haute couture, which, since we love costuming, we fit in perfectly. Asian Celebration, we were connecting with people through fun and a game experience to share culture that way, and it was a great time. When we got the acceptance letter to Maker Faire, it was so exciting since the Bay Area. That was our first out-of-state gig. And imagine our surprise at the end of the weekend playing games with people for 5 or 6 hours a day that we won the Editor's Choice Awards. It really was a huge victory and lit us up with opportunities for the future. Of course, through this whole journey, we've had to learn some things. One thing that we learned is that Eugene-Springfield area has the talent to bring and to make a great interactive art experience. We've also learned that a 9-foot controller is really hard to store in downtown. Fun is super important to our community. Some people are afraid to come downtown, and that can lead to an underutilization of public space, but creating this fun atmosphere gives people a chance to be downtown. Things have indeed changed. From 2018, we started with a giant project that took so much time to assemble, and in 2019, we've upgraded it to having an Xbox controller, a lot easier to set up. And Pong is basically the simplest game ever. So with that large controller, it also means that people with low dexterity are able to engage with it as well. And these things we've learned are now being transferred to the Adaptive Lab at the Pearl Buck Center, which is a place for developmentally disabled adults to be able to integrate. And kids love King Pong because they love fun, and there's always long lines of kids at every King Pong experience. We would love to expand into the area of education, so giving children an opportunity to experience coding, engineering, and the creative technology world. Thank you so much.